the emergence of new growth markets. For your listeners, if they're not familiar with it, every quarter we analyse every market in Australia and give it a ranking, like the property clock. Is it a rising market, declining market, plateau, etc.? So in terms of the latest analysis, what we've really seen is the emergence of new growth markets. So the report really identifies the rise of new growth markets, particularly in major capital cities like Brisbane, Melbourne and Sydney. These cities are experiencing a resurgence in buyer activity, and that's predominantly what we sort of monitor in the price predict index. And the simple premise is if we see rising sales activity, quarter on quarter, it's a sign of demand. And obviously with stronger demand comes price growth. And the flip side of that, and I know you're sitting over in the Western Shores at the moment, but we have been quoted many a time over the last sort of 12 months to say that we believe that for a lot of the Western Australian market, it has reached a peak in terms of sales volumes. Now, we can get misquoted sometimes to think that that means that the market's going to crash, and we've never said that. What we have said is we don't believe the growth can continue. And if you go back to, December 2024, Perth had seen 15% growth in the 12 months leading up to that. I think at the most recent August data, it's now sitting at about 7.9%, which means month after month we're seeing that dropping. And that's typically what our price predictor index is able to predict.